Church, preach, ain't it, man? Y'all is on the G Code Daily Show with G God the Governor.
We're live.
And who else? Who is you?
Prince Famous. Famous 82.
Man. We here again, another day. Chop up some game with y'all while we smoke on some of this good kush, this good legal grade, you know what I mean?
Your daily news.
Oak Cliff, Texas, salute, man. If y'all don't know, man, we also live right here on YouTube, and I'm also live on Instagram. So y'all on Instagram, get on over there to YouTube and check out the YouTube channel, man, and like and subscribe on that motherfucker. That's where I'm going. I'm only on Instagram for a couple more days, and then we gonna get all the way off of that. So I'm just trying to let y'all
get that
know.
YouTube channel jumping.
Right.
Y'all come out, support us, man. You know, engage in the conversation with us.
Instagram eating off all this free game I'm giving. We ain't finna kill that dog. Keep eating. Now it's double dose, so we need double the pay. You dig? Church, man. That's where that money at. Yeah, that's where the money at on YouTube. Salute to everybody here on YouTube too, man. For real.
Like and subscribe.
So we got a couple different discussions today, and like I said, y'all feel free when we discussing it. Feel free to chime in too, man. What we was talking about, man? What's up with it, teenager? Soldier solid, Jerome, salute. You a living legend. You a living legend, big dog. They don't make them like you no more, man. Salute, man. Salute.
Blessings.
Oh, Claire, what's up with it, man? Hey, man, I appreciate the kind words, man. What to talk about? Man, what we talking about today, man? You quiet.
Man, today we talking about domestic violence. You know what I mean? When is it okay to put your hands on your significant other, or is it ever okay to put your hands on your significant other? You know, stuff like that. You know what I mean?
That's the topic. When is it okay to slap
the shit out of that mother?
Punch your woman, man? When is it okay, man? I inboxed you. I saw you, Alabama. Hey, for sure, teenager, salute, for sure. Hey, when is it? Look, we don't want, this ain't the topic where everybody try to act like, oh man, I don't put my hands on a woman, or I don't never hit a woman, or I don't do this, or this is the topic where people keep it real, where we understand what has went on, and hold on, let me tuck this down just a little bit.
Everything ain't roses all the time in a relationship. You know, we understand that, hey man, you gonna lose that temper, man. Everybody ain't Mr. Nice Guy all the time, you know. And
these chicks that I did the other night.
And these chicks don't always, you know, make it easy for you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
And before
it's a lot of different angles about the domestic violence, from different angles, you know.
And before I go, before we both go into really getting deep into the conversation, I could be a person, I can admit that I used to be a person like that. Slap a girl up, punch her, kick her, real quick. I was really fast with my hands. I was real fast with a temper, and I found myself 9 times out of 10 when a woman did something that I didn't like, I found myself immediately reacting with a hit.
Yeah, me too. Young, and that's how you talk.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
You grow up raised like that.
Yeah, that's your conversation. You know, when you run out of words, you know, hey man, ain't no more talking no more.
That's your conversation?
Yeah, that's the conversation right there.
And Famous said something made a lot of sense. I used to tell people this too a long time ago. And I actually, that's what actually made me kind of look at the situation like, maybe I shouldn't be doing it. Is that 99% of men that hit women don't have a good conversation game. Their conversation is whack. They run out of words, and before you know it, pop, you done slapped their ass.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? Because I don't know, no man can out-talk a woman, but a
No,
fag.
right. It's not like we can actually out-talk them.
Okay, no man out-talk no woman.
Right.
But a fag.
Yeah.
What made not trying to go into that, but what made a player type dude so crafty is that he never got any affections for the woman. So when she made him mad, he was able to just leave. You know what I mean? But most men that gain the true affection for women and actually start to love that woman and stuff like that, they'll be the ones that normally do the hitting.
Oh yeah.
And then the first thing somebody say is, he doesn't love you if he hits you.
He don't know how to express his love.
Right.
He hasn't been taught how to love. Everybody don't know how to love. Doesn't mean that they don't love a person. Everybody just don't know how to love. You know what I mean? And a lot of times in a situation, you know what I'm saying, I find myself in situations where me losing my temper could have lost me more than just my temper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of time we put ourselves in deeper rabbit holes by putting your hands on the girl. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times these women is waiting, you know, waiting on you to put your hands on them so they can have you by the balls. Because once them folks get in your life and now you got this girl that you trying to beg not to go to court or not to press charges and all this, and now all of a sudden you Mr. Nice Guy. He got a case pending with this chick. You Mr. Nice Guy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And now this chick got you by the balls. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's one thing about putting your hands on these chicks. Understand that a lot of times, you know, some of them be laying and waiting for you to do it so they can have you by the balls, you know?
And then, you know, I'm going to be for real. There's pros and cons. You know what I mean? There's times where a woman might have done something crossing you, maybe try to have you robbed or stuck up, or you caught her stealing out of your wallet or trying to steal your gold chain, and you get caught up in the heat of the moment, and before you know it, you done boom.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I had incidents like that.
Yeah.
I'm talking about straight heat of the moment. You know what I mean?
But what about the incidents when it's your girl and y'all are having a heated discussion or a heated argument, and then it turns into fighting? From a simple, heated discussion, and it turns into a brawl. You feel what I'm saying? What about those type of situations?
It can be something as simple as arguing about who didn't put gas in the car last. Something as small as that turns into an all-out brawl. I like to call those toxic relationships. You know what I mean? And
asking y'all out there, when is it good? When do you think it's good to put your hands on your woman?
Or do you think it's good? Or do you think it's just it's no good time?
He said nigga be doing 10 years for 5 fingers across her face.
Yeah, man, for real. And that's how they get a hold of you. Had you by the balls when they got you like that. You know what I mean? And a lot of I got a homie right now that he came to me one day and he said, hey man, I had a homie right now. He came to me one day and he said, hey man, this chick, man, you know, she tear up my stuff, she bust my windows in my car, she slash up my tires, she be doing all type of shit, fucking up my clothes, you know, what should I do? I say, get away from her. He say, man, but the chick, man, she a down chick, she get money, she this, that, and other. I say, man, get away from her. I said, because you're going to find yourself doing something to this chick one day, and she going to have more power over you than you have over the situation right now.
Right.
And he, man, you right, OG. He took the words, but he didn't take them, and he didn't even really listen. He just heard me, but he didn't listen. And about a month or two later, he tell me that same chick he had to put hands on.
Right.
Wild out on me to put hands on. So, long story short, that same chick turned around and ended up putting charges on him. And then turned around while he was facing the charges, told the police he came back through there and flashed a gun on her, so which revoked his bond, did this, that, and other. And right now, the man in the joint right now down here ain't even from the town. You know what I'm saying? in the town, locked up behind some silly knucklehead ass bitch, some domestic violence shit, and the chick ain't fucking with him. She over there yonder fucking with whoever, you know what I mean? And I specifically told him, man, I say, man, I've been through all that shit, so I know how it is. I say, man, once you put your hands on her, and you get to whooping on that chick and she get a case on you, she gonna have more power over you than you ever wanted. You know what I'm saying? And he found himself now, he begging the chick, don't go to court. Oh, tell him this, tell the people that, tell him you was lying. No, all this. You know, some days she, I'm with it, I go down and get the case off you, and some days she flipping out on him. Man, but you gave this chick the power over your life, man. You gave her that power.
Right.
I gave you a leeway not to allow these chicks to have power over your life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know.
And to be for real with you, one of the comments here on Instagram, a person said, after you do it, after you hit your woman, it never feels good. And you know, let me tell you something. And that's for real. You know what I mean? I can actually think back, you know, I mean, I haven't really pounded a girl, hit no girl in a long time. But I'm talking about when I really look back on every person I've ever hit, every girl I've ever hit, I can honestly say in my heart that when you get done, you really feel like shit. And I'm gonna tell you something. If you get done and you don't feel like shit, then there's a possible chance, and I know y'all might not like it, it's a possible chance you like a bitch nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, it's just you got a
that
bitch,
made you
feel
good when you was done.
You was a bitch nigga.
You got
bro.
a problem.
Yeah,
you got a problem.
That's some shit that should never make any man feel like he comfortable after he get done beating her ass. Like, yeah, bitch, you deserve it. Oh yeah, Deep down inside, a real man, even that, because all of us lose our temperature, all I lose our cool. Jesus knocked over stuff inside that one town when they made the moldings and all that. Even Jesus got mad. Okay, even he got mad and got physical, because to put your hands on people's property is a charge too. Right. So we can never say that we're so big of a man that we don't get mad and we don't hit and we don't strike. We do. That's why there's laws was put in place, because men that got that rage and that mad, they had to hit. If it wasn't that big of a case, it probably wouldn't be a law, or anybody focusing on it. But when the fact of after you get done hitting any woman, regardless if you're a woman or a woman on the street, you're gonna have that little feeling like, man, I wish it could have went differently. Man, I wish I didn't have to go there. Right. Man, you know what I mean? Yeah. You really beat
real
yourself
man, real
up.
Dude, real man that understand, especially when you done whoop niggas out here, when you understand who you are.
Right.
When you understand the type of nigga you are, and you know you a monster, you know you a beast, you know that beast, you know what I'm saying, ain't got no business doing certain things. But when you know that you're not a beast and you feel like that what the beta male, then that's okay for you. You know what I'm saying? But when like you know you the alpha male
doing this,
you know what I'm saying? Come on.
It never fits good with you.
How often do you see the alpha male lion biting on the female lions around there?
Right. You
don't ever see him fight till he run across another male lion.
Right.
When he run across another one, it's fair game.
He's ready to go.
He's fair game.
It's ready to go. I don't know too many real niggas that feel good about hitting a woman. I'm gonna tell you something too. Even in the pimp world, a lot of your real stumped down pimps remove themselves from the hitting and the fighting. Now, in the beginning of your game, when you're learning your game, that's probably something a tool that we all use.
And then you're young. You're growing.
But once you get older, that's a tool that you learn to don't even use. You know what I mean?
That's a tool you shouldn't have to use.
Niggas don't ever hit no bitch unless he wanna keep her. That's right. He just want that bitch to act right. Yep. Hey, listen, that's what we just said. Most of the guys that you see that's hitting women, they actually, we people from the outside, and they know it, even the people from the outside. The only people that say, oh, he doesn't love her, that's why he hit her, is the people that's never been in a real relationship. Motherfuckers that be in a real relationship know that a lot of the hit and go on is in relationships where people really love each other. Or he really loves her, or she really loves him, and the feelings are not mutual. Because when there is future feelings that's involved with the relationship, very seldom do you see hitting and fighting.
Yeah.
You won't see that when the feelings are mutual. The only time you see an abusive relationship is when you see that one person cares about the other one more than the other one do. and then you see the hitting going on.
Because what happens is the woman, she's smart enough to know how far to take it with this man and not even make him go there.
Period.
And the man is smart enough, they both know how to keep it at bay. They both work at it to keep it at bay. But when you got one that's not working at it, I say the chick, she talk to you any old way she want to.
Right.
Then she don't have those same feelings that you might have for her. And that's something you gotta work on, get away from them. Because at the end of the day, like you just said, when y'all sharing them mutual feelings, y'all know how far to go at it with each other to make it so y'all don't collide and get to start putting hands on each other, because y'all understand when them hands start getting swung on each other, we like to say the relationship ain't never gonna be quite the same when this is what this is about.
Never can.
You know, and when it turns, that's what the relationship is about. It's toxic. Get away from it. If a nigga tell me he gotta whoop a chick almost every day, then hey man, you need to be away from that chick.
Because eventually you can't really like her no more.
Man, come on, man.
Eventually, you the first
I don't
couple
care whose
times,
fault it is.
Yeah, the
it
first
her
couple
fault or
times,
your fault. Get away from
yeah,
it.
the first couple times you might care about her, but eventually, if then you have to find yourself hitting this woman repeatedly, you can't tell me now you actually have feelings for her. That means everything she's done has not affected you. You're just getting off by beating her ass. See, when a person keeps doing stuff to repeatedly affect you, you will eventually refrain from hitting them. Now it's time to break up.
Get away from
It's time to go.
Obviously, they're not conscious of your feelings too.
Right, right. It's time to break up.
Y'all both is not conscious of each other's feelings.
That's right.
You not conscious of her feelings. She not conscious of yours, because she constantly doing the shit to make a nigga flip out. I guess she staying out at night, talking to a nigga anyway. Whatever, breath smelling like dick, whatever going on. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, she not respecting your feelings.
Bitch don't want to clean up.
Don't try to beat it in her.
Leave the house nasty, won't cook, won't do laundry.
Don't try to beat it in her. There's no way in the history of man somebody had love beating them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Never. You can't. It won't even work that way.
No, not in the history of man. Your love been beating somebody.
That's called an unevenly yoked relationship. And when a relationship is unevenly yoked, guess what? You gonna have. That's like my man was just saying. He was just saying on here. He was like, if you love her, you hit her, and you do this, yada yada yada, and it's because you want to bring the best out of her. Well, at some point you have to realize that beating her is not bringing the best out of her if you're still beating her.
If you think that brings the best out of her.
Let me tell you, if you something's crazy.
Some problem. What's the best?
The thing is this: when you're dealing with your woman, guess what? She either is going to want to follow your leadership or not.
Yeah.
Either or.
That's what that comes down to.
She's either going to follow your leadership or she's not. You cannot beat her into following your leadership.
And then you got to check your leadership sometime. If you feel like that's what you got to keep doing to get her to follow your leadership, you got to check your leadership. Maybe your leadership is not strong enough to make a person obey it and respect it from without the hand.
Well, guess what? It might not be for her, but your leadership might fit someone else. So while you are spending so much time wrapped up beating her, trying to get her to follow your leadership, all you have to do is say, you know what? You don't want to follow my leadership. I will find somebody else that will follow my leadership.
That don't need all the beating, all the ass whooping to follow it.
That's right.
She just follow it because she respects me.
That's right.
Respect who I am.
Just because she don't like your leadership, that don't mean the other next woman won't like it.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So, and sometimes when we get with these girls and we see that these girls, hey man, she don't want to follow my leadership. She's not down for what I'm down for. She's not going the direction I want to go in. Well, guess what? Hey, I don't think this relationship is built for us. I need to find someone else that is ready to follow this leadership. You understand what I'm saying?
A relationship is built on a house of cards. If y'all can't talk and get an understanding, there's no way possible y'all could possibly get a beating and understand.
Hey, my man said some real shit on here on IG. Hey, man. Hey, but that's for real. Hey, world freedom. That's for real. That's for real. Man, I learned that real.
What'd he say?
He's world freedom on Instagram. I'm gonna read what he said. Let me see. Where's this coming? Right here. He says some people insist on beating down a brick wall with their bare hands. Then they get mad when their hands bloody.
Yep.
I agree. I totally agree, man.
And that's what them relationships is.
You know what I mean? I agree. And let me tell you, and I kind of realized that I ain't gonna lie, I was one of them dudes that I'm telling you, I was crazy, man. And one day, I said to myself, I said, damn, man, I keep hitting this. I'm sitting in my car too. I'm waiting on some traffic to go. I said, damn, I keep hitting this girl down there every motherfucking day, man. And ain't nothing even registering. I said, man, this is the instinct. Something came, the voice said, you can't change her by beating her. She's got to change herself. You're not going to get her to listen through putting your hands on her. She's got to want to listen herself. It's all up to her. It's all up to her if she really wants to listen. If she really wants to listen to you, she will. If she really don't, she won't. Because women are naturally submissive to their man. It's a natural instinct to submit to their man. And when they don't, it's not a relationship.
Yeah,
it's not a relationship.
She don't respect you as that king figure of that man that she should submit to.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And that, like you say, it's time to move around, man. Find that one.
Look,
they got one out there that will respect you too.
Yeah. And then you might not be the king to her, but guess what? She might not be the queen for you.
Yeah, she ain't. Because if you ain't,
you feel what I'm saying?
She definitely ain't.
Some of these girls will leave good situations and go to a situation where a nigga beating them up every single day, kicking them all in their ass. And you be wondering like, damn, I had this chick and I never even put her hands on her. And she over here 10 years. You feel what I'm saying?
And them type of couples be the ones always in the bullshit, police problems, all type of problems.
Poor.
You know what I mean? Poor. There's always something. It ain't nothing good in them type of relationships.
Alcoholism.
Yeah, some type of drugs.
She turned into drugs, alcoholism.
It's always something
the dude end up in jail. He fucked up.
Yeah. Behind whooping on her.
Yeah,
he in jail behind whooping on her.
His life, you know what I mean? His life scarred.
And they ain't got no bail money.
You. So this mean there's something wrong with you. That's right. That's the thing. P gotta understand. That's right. Don't mean there's nothing wrong with you at all. It could be certainly something wrong with her, man.
Oh yeah. You
know,
you gotta check that.
But at the end of the day, I understand.
And if you stick around, there's something wrong with you. That's the problem. Yeah. You know what I mean? If you continue around this chick that you know that push them buttons for you to I had to get rid of chicks that I know that try to push buttons for me to get the wailing on their ass because I did it too many times. And after a while, I get to the point where it's, hey, man.
Yeah. Well, say, man. I can actually talk about this because my case over with. But let me tell you something. When I caught my case back in 2008, them peoples went and interviewed every girl that I had talked to or been with. And the FBI lady told my lawyer that she was prepared to hit me with all type of pimping charges and stuff. But you know what she said? She said, I talked to about 6 ladies and none of them told us that he hit them. Okay? So, and I'm saying that to say is that she probably wouldn't have got that same story if they would have got me 5 years prior.
Yeah, right.
They wouldn't have got the same story. But I'm saying this to say that going through the process of being a person that was I could say abuser, because whenever you the bigger person, you always the abuser. I don't give a fuck. Okay, so I'm gonna use the word abuser. Whenever I was an abuser, I felt like shit. And when I removed myself from that part and learned how to say, you know what, just go. You know, get out. Hey, I'm done. Hey, we don't gotta be together. When I learned that part of it, that was the most powerfulest part. That was power. That's when I really seen how much power I really had. Because when you get done, you still feel like a man. You still feel strong. You know what I mean? You still have that backbone that you thought you had when you was clobbering her. The backbone now came in the power of my voice and me being making my decision in my head that this ain't what I want for myself, and that's when I started gaining real power for myself.
That's called controlling the situation, not letting the situation control you.
Right.
And that's exactly what you do
Right.
when you able to leave away from it. See, because you never know what's gonna happen. Now you might have a chick that never told on you or never nothing, but once you start doing that, you never know what's gonna happen. It could be a neighbor that hears something, could come to the house, come to the door. You don't control that situation no more.
No,
Once
you
that
don't.
situation get out of hand into a violent situation with that girl,
Yeah.
whether you believe it or not, you don't control that situation no more.
Not at all.
It can end with the police knocking at the door with a standoff.
Not at-
You know,
not
it
at
can
all.
be anything that can go on. Your neighbor's call, you know what I mean? Anything. She can go run out and call.
Yeah.
You don't control the situation no more. But when you walk and you take control of the situation, man, you know you're a man.
That's
Because
right.
you know for a fact this chick can't do shit to you. Hey, man,
and
you know that
look,
for a fact. Not guessing, you know.
Yeah, and for all y'all youngsters out there, that's having girlfriends and dating or whatever being with your girl and stuff like that. I'm from an OG that done been through it. They ain't just talking about it, but been through it. I'm gonna tell you something. If you can, by all means necessary, keep your hands in your pocket and behind your back.
Yes, sir. Stay in control of your destiny and your
Keep your
situation.
hands in your pocket behind your back.
And that's how you do it the best. That's how you control your destiny.
That's power. You're gonna have the best. You're gonna feel good.
Yeah.
You're gonna have that feeling within yourself that you know you confident of who you is. And guess what? I'm gonna tell you something. You get rid of her, and like on smooth and cool, and y'all just, hey, we don't have to be together, and y'all break up like this. Not to pretend she's gonna come back anyway. Yeah, she might come back worse than what she was before she left because you didn't do anything. But it's okay. Get rid of her again. Don't turn back around that time. The next time, go and don't go back. Because it's going to be destruction. A woman, when she come back, she can either come back to build you up or tear you down.
Motherfucker, right.
That's it, man. Man, hey, y'all seen the new, what's that motherfucking,
The new cat, man, touched on the R. Kelly situation, saying that he
found the new CDs with R. Kelly.
yeah, said he just
The new sex tapes of R. Kelly.
said he was cleaning up and randomly come across a box of VHS tapes, and it was R. Kelly and that motherfucker fucking on little girls.
That's what he said.
Randomly.
Yeah. You seen it?
Right at the time when
Let's play a clip from it real quick.
yeah, go ahead.
And we're gonna play a clip from it, man. That this dude here.
There are new accusations today against singer R. Kelly. They come just one day after he was released from a Chicago jail after failing to pay child support. Tarika Duncan is there.
Just one day after R&B singer R. Kelly was released from jail in his child support case,
We're gonna straighten all this stuff out. That's all I can say right now. I promise you.
another alleged sex tape of Kelly has surfaced, this time with more than one underage girl, according to attorney Gloria Allred.
There was a VHS tape of what appeared to be R. Kelly sexually abusing children.
Allred, who would not comment on whether she has seen the tape, held a news conference in New York with a couple from Pennsylvania who say they found the tape at their home.
I can't get the memory out of my head.
Gary Dennis says he was cleaning out a box of old VHS tapes when he found it.
I noticed a sports tape, but it also had R. Kelly's name on it. R. Kelly appeared to be on the tape, but not in concert. Instead, he was sexually abusing underage African American girls.
Last month, attorney Michael Avenatti said
This
he...
sounds like the old tape. This sounds like the old tape that they done found some way to slip out, because let's just be for real. That tape was actually released in the late 90s. It was taken down on Madison Street, down in the basement, where they duplicated a bunch of those tapes. And they was sold, and they was taken all over the U.S. Actually, I know the people that actually leaked that tape. Actually.
I'm guilty. I seen part of it when I was little, because I was young at the time. I was, 18, 17, 18.
Yeah.
And can't 100% say it was R. Kelly or not. It might have been R. Kelly. That's why they acquitted him too.
But what they're doing now is they're resurfacing this old tape of him. And they're gonna try to use that to bring charges against him in another state. Don't you know they ain't even in Chicago?
Yeah, Pennsylvania.
So basically, this looks like that he's gonna be facing child pornography because he's in possession of child pornography. You can't blame that on R. Kelly. What is you doing with this?
And for him to say he randomly came across it
In your home?
it's a lie. We all know it's a lie. I mean, come on. You come across it at this time, at all the years or whatever it was sitting in.
I mean,
you know, come on, man.
Who should really be charged for this?
You know,
Should R. Kelly be charged if they can't see that? You know what I mean? Or he should be charged.
this man
with
been at
possession.
home. This man been at home whacking off to this stuff since forever.
Yeah.
You know?
And now
he
he
don't tell
wanna-
her how long he
Now
done
he
had
want to pull it up.
They did the check.
Why it matter the race though? Oh, you said, why it matter the race? Two black Africans, because this is what they're trying to do. They want to raise blacks against them, against R. Kelly. See, what they want see, when they came at R. Kelly, they got Oprah Winfrey and her friend. What's that bitch name? Gail. They got them two black people to go at R. Kelly because see, one thing, even back in the days when they whipped black slaves, the white man didn't whip the black slave. They had the black man whip the black slaves. When you seen the white man actually whip a slave, I mean, that was personal. Might have called him fucking his wife or something. But they made them do it. And it's the same thing. This is modern day lynch. This is a modern day whipping, lashing from blacks onto another black man. Now, I don't know if he's guilty or not.
Right. And aside whether black, white, green, or yellow, seeing it from the outside point of view, do you honestly think that all of a sudden he get charged with a case for child pornography or whatever, and then all of a sudden they come hit him with child support.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden, days later, a guy randomly finds a tape of him. Come on, man. I mean, listen, man. If it looked like a duck, it quacked like a duck, it's most likely is a duck, man.
real.
It's too much coincidence for this not to be a lynching. If y'all think all this is just a coincidence, man, hey, man, I got a bridge that I want to sell you over the ocean inside Arizona.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for real.
I got a bridge that crosses the ocean in Arizona I want to sell you. If you actually believe all this is a coincidence. That's impossible, man. It's too much.
That's right. Gail, man, that's cold, man.
It's something going on, man.
So once they get the tape and they say, okay, this ain't R. Kelly, what happens to him? Oh, because he found a tape in his collection and it said sports but had R. Kelly name on it.
Right. But
and
he
all
said
this.
he watched it enough to be horrified and all this. So you really watched it.
You watched child pornography.
You watched it.
Man, that's what
because
he
if
did.
I'm hearing about all this shit going on with R. Kelly, as soon as I see a video, I pop in with and see him halfway naked. If I see him with his shirt off, I'm turning the motherfucker off.
Do you not never seen the tapes?
They was floating around.
Yeah, I never seen the tape.
We from Chicago,
Yeah.
West Side. They was
Yeah.
floating around the
Yeah,
neighborhood.
I know. They was floating around. We had a couple in our possession. I just never watched it.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, we had a couple
They
in our
were
possession.
floating everywhere. They was everywhere.
We know who released it.
we think we yeah.
And that's the
That
crazy part
idea.
about it, man.
But yeah, they was everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Josh. Hey, man, he had the shit in his video collection. R. Kelly didn't come in. He ain't found in the R. Kelly house. You dig what I'm saying? Ain't like they went at R. Kelly house and grunt through R. Kelly's photo collection. And,
This is too much, y'all. We gotta get real in America.
No.
We gotta wake up. We gotta wake up, man. Something going on. This is too much, man. This ain't all just a coincidence, man. This man didn't find those tapes. If y'all believe this man actually just found tapes randomly at this time,
And if
randomly,
you did,
come on, man.
why did you purchase these tapes? There's not one CD or the tape or anything in my home that I didn't purchase. I know every CD and in my house except for they games. I don't know how to play them.
Any immediate whore, because if you feel like a concerned dad and you see all this, I don't have time for Gloria Allred and all that going to go do interviews with her. I'm going straight to the authorities. I ain't got nothing to do with this Gloria Allred chick and need a lawyer. Guess what?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all won't even know me if I
Right.
drop that off. Because I don't got to make a spectacle of it.
And
this was done as a spectacle.
And this is another.
You know what I'm
you
saying?
talking about this right here?
This whole thing was a spectacle.
Because the thing
if it was for real, why didn't he just drop it off, talk to the police, talk to the detectives, just keep this between us? Hey, this is what I found. This is
Yeah.
what it is. You don't have to do this.
They could have sent it over to Chicago to prosecute.
Man, you don't have to do this, dude. You don't have
No.
to get on the show
All
and have
on
a
the
big
news.
ass conference For come on, man. This is a spectacle.
Yeah, yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I think it's to me. I'm gonna tell you.
This shit turned into a circus, y'all.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it's the labels.
This shit turned into a circus.
I think the labels want everything from him. They want all he got. He's some of the people that was still making money off Michael Jackson, some of Michael Jackson music.
I don't know what he
Michael
did.
Jackson music owned by Sony. Sony knocked off Michael. He's still getting paid off Michael music because he alive.
Yeah, he wrote some of them songs.
He wrote some of them songs.
Yeah, he wrote some
and
of
he's
Mike's
still
songs.
alive.
Yeah.
So right now, R. Kelly's still getting checks for Michael music. When right now, nobody's supposed to be getting no check from Michael music. Okay? This look like somebody, this is like everybody might be looking like, oh, this is a conspiracy. No. Somebody contacted all of those women.
Something ain't right.
Somebody told them, hey, let's create a documentary called Surviving R. Kelly. Contact everybody that he's been with, and let's all come together and create this documentary about how horrible he is.
Yeah.
This wasn't these ladies. Listen, this is why R. Kelly need a lawyer that need to go back, and that lawyer need to pull every single police report from every one of those ladies that ever called the police on R. Kelly. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We need to see some evidence that R. Kelly has done something to all of these accusers. We need police reports. I need a police report from her. I need at least one. We don't need 5. We don't need 3, like R. Kelly said. We don't need 10, 20, 30, 50.
At the time,
We just need one police report from each one of those females stating that they have reached out to law enforcement because this man was abusive. And if they can't come up with no shit like, man, y'all need to let the man go.
hey man, and this might be a serious witch hunt, man. Cause like I said, at the time when we synced the video, it didn't look like R. Kelly. I couldn't confirm that. And look, when they locked him up for it,
Think about it.
I had said to myself,
they ripping
I
down,
didn't think he was gonna get locked up for it in the first place because it didn't look like him.
They ripping down 2 of the main people. Sony. Michael Jackson just got another hit just now, and R. Kelly.
Yeah.
R. Kelly done wrote songs
Simultaneously.
for Michael.
Come on, man.
We're going to knock both of them out. We're going to make sure when we get done with both of them, we'll be able to have all the money. We're going to have R. Kelly over here talking about we arm this off of this. We don't know what they getting ready to do. R. Kelly number 52. Them folks want the money now. They can't wait R. Kelly to die to do what they want to do with Michael. In 20 years, these people won't even know who Michael is. They'll just be a myth. He'll be like the Elvis of today. Do you understand what I'm saying? Only thing you gonna hear him on is some classical music running up a bag.
Yeah.
So to go at R. Kelly and to go at Michael simultaneously at the same time, man, y'all show us that y'all wicked, man. Them folks show us that they wicked.
Man, they cold-blooded, man. Hey, man, when they want you, they gonna get your ass. Ain't nothing you can do about it. They gonna put the media on you. Once they put the media on you, America gonna get on you.
Man, you chop suey.
They vilify you. They say control the media, man. You control anything, man.
You finna be chop suey once they get on your ass. That's it, man.
Why y'all? Hey, man, look. Anybody from Chicago know one thing about Oprah? She ain't never did shit for no black person in Chicago.
Yeah, because
hey, man, anybody knows.
I'm from Chicago, and I ain't never seen Oprah Winfrey name on a store,
Come on, man.
a building,
Come on,
a
man.
piece of grass, a tree, or nothing.
Hey, man.
That woman ain't done nothing. That's not even black. But they just using her skin tone.
I know people who dealt with Oprah
Oprah the one giving him the lash. Phew.
Hey,
Gail
man.
giving R. Kelly the lash. Phew.
I know African Americans that done dealt with her personally, man.
And the chick that started the Me Too movement, man, you talking about you got. Hey, man, listen. The way you look, the way you look, if somebody even tried to do anything with you when you was a child, that was equivalent to having sex with a fucking baby pit bull. Why? And they using you for the Me Too movement. They don't want to use a pretty woman because they knew if they used a pretty woman, they're going to say, oh, well, she deserved it. Look how she looked. Look how they didn't get no woman with a nice body and big tits and nice ass and a pretty. They got the ugliest thing you can find in the world for the Me Too movement. So that way, when everybody see this ugly motherfucker, they'll say, wow, men are really garbage. men are really dogs. They would rape that? That's the only thing you can think when you see that talking about she got raped. Even I caught myself like, damn, man, a nigga had to be real trash ass nigga, man, to be putting their hands on that trash. You know, and I thought, oh shit, no, this is a setup, man. The government put it out here, man. Ain't nobody did nothing to that ugly motherfucker.
They massacring our greats. They slaughtering their names and trashing them through the media.
You seen the chick
for
with the
whatever
Me Too
reason.
movement? You seen her face?
No, I haven't seen their face.
Lord.
Nope.
Google her. Look at that face on her.
Okay.
Man, you finna laugh. That face, man, from the Me Too movement.
Hey, man.
Lady that started the Me Too
They
movement.
cold-blooded, though.
Hey.
Hey, look, the coat.
No, they ain't gonna get under that attention. Hey, look, they knew if they would have got a bad one, they already knew, man, we get a bad girl and do this, man, they gonna say, man, she deserved it. But man, if we put somebody out here that look like this, yeah, put her on.
The cold.
Put her right here.
The cold part about it, they
When
never.
you go through something as traumatic as sexual violence,
Look at that.
there's a way that you close up. Your protection, the way you
Look at
protect
that.
yourself, is like you're shrouded in shame.
Look at that.
And the disclosure, not just disclosure, but then the subsequent
That's
having
a
somebody
man.
else connect with you and say,
They got
"You're not
That's a
alone."
man.
It just frees you. It frees you from the shame. You don't have to give the details because the details really don't matter. If somebody is bold and stands up and tells their story and you're not ready to do that and that's not where you are in your journey, to just simply say, "Me too," is powerful, but it's soft. Me too can be a conversation starter.
Lord have mercy.
They got Terry
Man,
Crews
do y'all
part of Me
see
Too.
this shit, dog? Do y'all see this shit? Is that a conspiracy or what, man? That is a conspiracy.
And then the
dog.
cold part is, hold on, to be on subject, but Terry Crews, they put him part of the Me Too movement. They use a masculine blackmail
Yeah.
as well.
An ugly one.
You know, a nigga, the part of this Me Too movement. You know what I mean?
They look alike.
They trying to make us feel okay with it too. Like, okay, yeah, it's what's
men
going
too
on.
that's going through that.
Everything is going.
Yeah.
Hey, man, if a nigga go and reach at my piece, I'm smacking the shit out of him.
But
Terry
that's who's
Crews
starting all this bullshit.
Yes, sir.
What's up, girlfriend? Hey, church. Hey, but it's so cold when you see stuff like this, and because you know this is a true fucking setup. This
Man,
was
they
a
got
true
some shit
setup.
going on, man.
This is a true setup, man. She was placed here to fuck shit up, man. Hold on, we're gonna read a comment from YouTube, and then we're gonna read a comment from Instagram. The way they're going after all the celebrity brothers, period, is equivalent to them knocking the noses off the statues
yeah.
of the
Yeah,
Egypts
yeah,
to try to
yeah,
say
that's right.
no brothers were actual dominating. That's right. That's right.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right, man. Salute to that one.
Hey, touch on that. Same way they did Barry Bonds. You know what I'm saying? The same way they destroyed his legacy. You know what I mean?
Right. For real, man. You know, like I said, man, you know, the thing is, too, we are so easily separated and divided, and this is why it's time for everybody to stand up, man.
Divide, you can conquer.
Hey, listen, let me tell you something. Do you know why having sex with an underage girl is you get the lowest time from crack, weed, and anything? It's because 99% of your white men are molesting their children. They get caught, they get a year and a half probation, 2 years probation. They walk to probation, get off, they register, they gone on about their business. They don't even care no more. They don't even give time out to them. But when you get caught with crack cocaine, they trying to give you 5 years probation, you gotta go through this and might want to get you 6 months jail time. And me personally, what they are doing with R. Kelly, they couldn't have got they're not gonna get a white man to charge him like that. He would have never got charged.
Well, Hugh Hefner should have been done like that.
No, yeah, they probably would have got him in this era. He would have to die at the right time. This is a whole
He
new.
died at the right time. Huh?
Yeah, because this is a whole new generation now. See, see, back when we was coming up, the politicians and stuff that was in place, those were gangsters. All right, let's just face it. The presidents was gangsters. The governors was gangsters. The mayors was gangsters. The city councilmen was gangsters. Everybody was gangsters when I came up. Okay, well, he didn't have all the. These gangsters have actually raised the square children, and the square children are actually taking over all the jobs now. So where you think laws should be such like this now, it's not. Human trafficking would have never came about with the old generation.
They was too busy dating.
They was too busy dating all the girls.
They was too busy.
FBI agents used to date girls.
Like a motherfucker.
Judges,
All of them.
prosecutors,
All of them.
lawyers,
They still
police
is, though.
officers.
They still is though.
Yeah, they shaking away from it
What
now.
they still is though. See, the thing is, they're a lot smarter about way things going in America. They don't want America to be back like the wild '90s and the wild '80s. Everything was so on the street. Everything was so open. They don't mind you being who you are, but you got to be more indoors with it. So when they date, they go to a call service and they go get a call girl. They don't go to the streets no more. They don't go to no bar and all this
Well,
shit.
I'm gonna tell you,
they got a way more higher end of.
They on slicker websites,
yeah.
but you don't see them.
They
out
moving
here.
way more slicker now.
You don't see them out here as wild as they was in the early 2000s.
Yeah, 90s and all that shit. It was wild.
It was wild.
America was wild, man.
It was wild.
America.
They
was
not
wild.
out here like that no more.
No, they don't want it out here. They don't want
That's
it on
these
the
new
street.
jacks. They married. They don't. Hey, look, they so square in the White House now, and they so scrolling world. They done started hitting pimp with a human trafficking. How can you hit somebody that somebody is willing? I'm not talking about the ones that's actually grabbing girls, holding them down and beating, putting them in the hotel rooms, removing the phones, running tricks up. And I'm not talking about them type of niggas. I'm talking about the ones that's got the girls that leaving, going out, getting money, and coming back, them, with some human trafficking. How in the fuck do you do that? Like, where the fuck is that? Like, where the fuck is that? What allowed y'all to do that, church? Like, where does that even come in at? But you got a whole new set of thinking people in the White House.
Yeah.
You got a whole new set of thinking people in the police departments and in the sheriff's department. Now, you got some towns that still got the old sheriff and running it the old way. You still got a few places like that. But overall, man, these new folks.
But do you think it got a lot to do with the way that a lot of the new folks that was coming up in the game started carrying themselves? Because people did, gangsters moved more silent back then. You know what I'm saying? Everything was done with more class, a little bit more, people had a little bit more class about their game. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You had more grown men in the game. You know what I mean? And moved like grown men. No, so while you got a lot of younger dudes in the game, you get a lot of this wild shit.
Well,
you get a lot of this different.
That's what caused the new
game.
generation to pay attention to it. Let's see, when the new generation came in, that's why weed legal now. Now, let's be for real. Up under the old generation, them old school motherfuckers, they'd have never made drugs legal. They didn't like drugs too much. And then when the drug game came into the market around the 70s and 80s, when you had the mob now indulging in drugs when they used to didn't and all that, it changes the game a lot.
Well, a lot of them did like drugs too, because a lot of them old cats smoked weed back in the day, and a lot of them did they thing, and they just was smart enough to...
Them old school people that ran the law system and all that, they
Yeah.
didn't believe in no weed.
Yeah, but a lot
This
of
new generation, you see, the new generation, they listen to rap music.
See, but-
they into hip hop.
Yeah.
They into the weed culture.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
I think the new generation...
They into all of that.
To indulge in it.
Yeah, but you can see...
To indulge in it. Back then, they knew
Yeah.
how to turn it off. They went to college, smoked, had their fun, and then got their careers and knew how to
And
turn
was
it off.
done with it.
And they knew how to turn it off. A lot of them was in the shit, but they just turned it off different. These guys now don't turn it off. They turning it up. You know what I'm saying? Them dudes got stories. You know what I mean? They did lines in college. Them dudes.
These people got their sons in position now. They sons is running shit. Got weed legal all over the U.S. Damn near. Medical, pushing this medical, well, they've been pushing the medical, but this motherfucking recreational shit that they got pushing, that's that new generation.
Oh yeah.
That's that new G, man. That new G. They pushing some
But yeah,
hell
new
of a
G.
shit.
But they say 62% of Americans in favor of legalizing weed.
Yeah.
So is that an all-time high?
And then you know it's a new generation that Trump got in motherfucking office.
For real.
Hey.
I thought it was a joke when I first seen him.
The Republicans from back in the 80s.
I thought it was a joke.
The Republicans from the 80s and the 90s would have never let his ass up in there.
Hey, I thought it was a joke when
Hey.
I first did the running.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm one of them people that was wrong. I said he wasn't gonna win.
Yeah, I did too.
I was wrong,
I was
y'all.
wrong. I
I'm
didn't
dead
think he was
motherfucking wrong.
I didn't gonna win. I didn't think Trump was gonna win.
Hey, man, but you know what? I seen some shit one day. This is before Trump came in office. This dude said, this is why Trump is gonna win. He said, because we just came off having our first black president. He said right now the racism is coming out of everywhere. He said it's at an all-time high right now. He said it's only right that America replace our first black president with an openly racist president that'll let you know who he is and what he's about.
Yeah.
He said it's only right. He said that's America is just gonna claim this spot again.
The fucked up part about it is,
And that motherfucker won.
the fucked up part about it is to me, you know, and I know a lot of people gonna be mad what I'm finna say. I don't take Trump as a racist. Now, I know every white person have it in them to have some type of, you know, funny feeling about blacks. Like every black person has a little funny feeling in them about whites because of the slavery days and stuff.
And then with the media.
You know what I mean?
When
Right.
the way the media portray each other, shit,
Right.
they'll never have a good feeling
But
about each
for
other.
me to agree with the media and say Trump is a racist, I couldn't just say that. And I'm gonna tell you something, for real. All through the late 80s and all through the 90s and all the way up into Donald Trump ran for president. Donald Trump was highly endorsed by the black and hip hop community.
Always. Yeah.
Highly endorsed. Donald Trump name was probably one of the most names yelled in hip hop music artists. I want to be rich like Donald Trump with Nelly. Donald Trump name got mentioned so much. But when he got into that presidential seat, he was a racist. He don't like black.
Well, what it was,
He didn't like Hispanic.
what it was when he said something bad about the Hispanics, black fear creeped in because we used to we next. We know when a person don't like one group, it's almost
And the thing is,
almost for sure you don't like
and-
us
and-
too if you don't
right.
like them. That's how we feel.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And the thing is too, right? Let's just even there, I looked at that through a different scope when I seen him say stuff about Hispanic people that he never said anything racist, right? I mean, he made comments that could have been directed as racist. He never said he hated Hispanic people or none of
Now
that.
he did say something racist about black people one day, and I can quote him.
Yeah.
He said, "Get him out of here, get him out of here." He said back in the day he'd have been leaving out of here on a stretcher. He was
Yeah.
talking about the people that were screaming Black Lives Matter. Now
Right.
back in the day they used to beat black protesters up and put them up out of there on a stretcher.
Right.
If that wasn't racist, I don't know what was.
Right. Well, I mean, it could have been racist, right? But let's be for real. Let's face facts. Like that's why I had to say that white people always gonna have a certain feeling about blacks gonna have a certain feeling about whites. So when I be around any white person or any white person be around any blacks, I'm pretty sure we're gonna hear something that has something in some way that can be not so took it in well with either race. That's just, I mean, it's just like that. That's what this country been for years. But what I'm saying is this: I can't just buy everything that the media say. I can't look at Trump as this total racist dude that don't like blacks and don't like Mexicans and don't like this and he's with the KKK and he's doing this and he's doing that. But guess what? You know, hey, I'm a black dude, you know?
I think he's a divider.
I done some shit with I mean, I think the media was an actual divider.
No, he's a divider because every time something happened with a black person getting shot by the police,
I understand it.
First
Yeah,
thing he did
so-
was jump to the police
Yeah,
side.
the police are
When we
alright.
watching niggas
Yeah,
getting slaughtered.
I know.
First thing he get to yelling is he
police
went
side,
to law
right.
enforcement and all this. Man, Trump
But Obama didn't
played to the
Obama
racist
didn't
white
do shit
crowd.
either. He just
Whether
talked
he
to
racist or not, he
Yeah.
played to the racist white crowd.
Obama was in the presidency seat, and the same shit took place, and then nothing changed either with Obama. And he was talking on the black. So I mean, those are powers that they can't control anyway. But like I say, whites and blacks always have their feelings. What I'm saying is, I can't take Trump in as a full racist. I'm just not gonna buy it.
You come from a racist family.
Yeah, I'm just still not gonna buy that he's a full racist. You feel what I'm saying? Because he's been around plenty of blacks. That man will smoke blunts with black people. He done the man. Most
That's his cover though.
I know, but you got
That's his cover.
racist. You got people that's like Donald Trump, that's racist, that never even seen with a nigga.
I know.
We don't even know his name.
But you know what?
Do you feel what I'm saying?
That's
It's some
because-
racist motherfuckers
that's
with the
because
same bankroll as Donald Trump, and we don't even know who
That's
he
because
is.
he's a classist too. He's not only a racist, he's a classist too. The niggas that you have seen them around was niggas that had money.
That's right.
Niggas that was in the media.
Money
so
talk-
he's a media whore.
Money be around money.
He's a media whore.
Money be
no,
around
but he's
money.
a media whore. Them niggas got media
Yeah, he
attention.
is.
He liked the
He
media
is.
attention, and
He
that's
is.
why he around
Yeah,
those
but money be
niggas.
around, but
he wasn't
guess
around
what?
them niggas because he actually
But guess
liked
what?
those niggas.
It's a multi-millionaire white people that can't. They don't even want that with them niggas.
Well, that's cool.
You
Let
feel
them
what I'm
stay away.
saying?
Let them stay away.
But what I'm
then.
saying is
I'd rather for you be open racist like that than they come out and be sneaking around.
No, they don't even
come
be.
out like
They don't
that.
even be open. They don't can't even be open. Fucking.
That's
niggas.
what I'm saying.
I don't want to be around a nigga.
Right. You open when you don't say fucking nigga.
You
You
dig
don't
what I'm
come
saying?
around.
You don't even want to be around.
That's open racist.
And got
when you don't
money
come
like
around.
Donald Trump.
You openly racist when you don't come around.
I would never buy. Me personally, I would never buy that Donald Trump's a racist. I could never. Now I do know.
I buy he don't like black.
Hey, I do
really
know-
like that.
Hey, look,
He
I
don't
do
really
know
fuck
he a
with us
white
like
man.
that.
He's a white dude with a lot of money, and I know all of them motherfuckers got some fucked up feelings about niggas because they feel like they better and they got their own fucked up feelings. And guess what? Me as a black man, guess what? I see a lot of white dudes. You can see some that you know don't have no races in them, but they still got a racist joke to tell.
I tell
They
you
still
what.
got a racist.
I tell you what. He don't like black. He don't like poor whites neither. But at the same time,
Nah,
if
he
you
ain't.
black and you got a little media attention and you kiss his ass, his narcissistic ways will kick in, and he'll probably let you come and tell him how great he is.
But I'll
he
tell
can
you
pop
one
his lips
thing,
up.
guess
He'll
what?
probably let you come around and tell him how great
Hey, I'll
he
tell
is.
you one thing. I'll tell you one thing. Guess what? The media did an excellent job of painting that picture that dude was a full racist. They,
No, he did a good job himself.
yeah, and they did an excellent job. They did an
He
excellent
helped
job.
himself.
They did an excellent job.
He helped himself. The only thing he did was went by
They did an excellent
jigaboo ass nigga church.
The same way the media doing an excellent job with R. Kelly and
went to a
everybody
whole
else when
bunch
they
of
get a hold
jigger-
to you. When that media get a hold to you, man.
He went to a whole bunch of jigaboo
Hey,
nigga
look.
churches.
Hey, look.
And acting like
Donald
all
Trump
that
could have
was
said.
good.
Donald Trump could have said, "I don't like fried chicken because it makes my fingers greasy." The media would have. Donald Trump said a racist comment about chicken, fried chicken. Everybody knows that black people like fried chicken, and he said because it leaves his fingers greasy. And before you know, a nigga's like, "Oh, this is like black."
Okay.
But we
you
don't
listen,
see what he
listen,
really
listen,
said.
But we know that. We know one thing. Donald Trump family used to be
What
part of that
KFC
red
white-
line, where they used to not
Wasn't
let
Colonel
blacks.
Sanders white?
They used to not let blacks stay in certain buildings and all that. They had blacks
Black dudes
only living in bullshit buildings, and they had a code where they used to not let blacks. Come on, man. Donald Trump got a history. Family got a history of this type
Yeah.
of behavior, man. We can't sit here and give him a pass and be like, Donald Trump is not racist.
No. I don't give nobody a
That
pass.
man don't
He's
care
still
about no
accountable
niggas.
for who he is. But what I'm saying is, I'm not finna sit here and just buy the.
He don't care about a poor white motherfucker neither. So
That's
if you
full
white
racist.
and you poor, he don't give
Yeah.
a fuck about you neither.
Yeah.
And if you're a white chick, if you ain't from Russia with blonde hair and blue eyes, he
You
ain't
know what
fucking
they
with you
say,
either.
man. Rich, hey, look, hey, check this out. Rich motherfuckers, everybody get along with a rich motherfucker. Nobody like the broke motherfuckers hate a rich motherfucker. So that's why you're gonna always see a bunch of niggas with money here and a bunch of niggas with money. You're gonna always see motherfuckers that don't have money. You know, and when you do see let me tell you something. Me personally, if I had Donald Trump money, I'd be hanging around motherfuckers with Donald Trump money. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's all that's good and fine and dandy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he
Like,
only
you got a
hang
party
around
that you
niggas 'cause of lights.
You
'cause of
party
the
different.
cameras.
Yeah, but he ain't got to be around them.
If Kanye was just a rich nigga, he wouldn't have been around him. He's a rich nigga that got cameras following him.
Yeah, I know.
That brings attention.
I know.
So it ain't just that. You know,
I'm
what
talking
I
about
mean? He's a
before.
media
I'm talking about
whore.
way
He's a
before the
media
presidency seat.
Let you
this
just
man
be a
was
rich
hanging around
nigga and
niggas.
try to walk up
No,
on him.
listen
His
what I'm saying.
bodyguard's probably gonna
No,
push
look,
you back.
listen what I'm saying. Way before the presidency seat, he was around niggas. Way before he was even running for president.
What regular niggas? He was around niggas with like niggas that
he
we
was
knew
around-
in the media.
You know what I'm just saying?
What regular niggas? I'm
No,
talking
no,
about just
no.
regular. I'm talking about rich regular niggas.
Oh, no. Them motherfuckers was regular. Them regular niggas was on this goddamn talk show.
Yeah, nigga, I ain't gonna
Want to be, what is that? The Apprentice?
This,
Some niggas that we didn't know.
and all them was B-list actors, all for what is that, NBC or one of them
Yeah,
networks to
yeah,
get their
come
ratings
on.
up.
I'm just saying, but
come
he
on,
ain't got to be around no
B-list fucking actors
Hey, look,
and singers
let me tell you
and shit.
something. I mean, them broke niggas you want to be around.
Man, hey, man.
How many niggas you gonna be around your pants sagging?
I respect
Donald Trump, hey, he worth
anybody that got a
150
good
million.
attitude, man.
He hanging around niggas with their pants sagging.
Fuck your money. Have a good attitude, man.
Hey, man.
Have respect when you come around.
Hey man, that nigga was around Bishop. He was hanging.
You have all the money in the world. You ain't got no respect.
Donald snap pictures with the bishop and shit, man. He over there in the gutter.
I know, man. He's a media whore.
You know what I'm saying?
Man. You know that's what he is.
Yeah, but
He's
you know,
a flat out media whore.
Hey,
Donald
Instagram.
Trump is.
My shit from the end right here, man. Salute to y'all for tuning in, man, to G Code Daily Show, man. Go follow G Code Daily Instagram page. You too. Go follow G Code Daily Instagram page, all right? And hey,
man, it's been a pleasure dealing with y'all, man.
Yeah, cause I gotta shoot to the airport, man. You know, it's like
On
the flight out of sight, and we'll be back with y'all.
Chopping it up with y'all, having
Big
good
ups,
smoke,
church.
man. I hope y'all had y'all good smoke too, man. While we was chopping it up, man. Enjoying this conversation.
If you did not smoke a blunt while y'all was live with us, man, you're a sucker, man. You did. Sure.